Just one more person arriving. Luckily, I saw that. Hi, Barbara. So welcome everyone to practice. I'm so glad that you joined me for practice today. So please take a comfortable seat to start. However you're sitting, whatever part of your body is touching the floor, allow that part to get really settled, really grounded, and try to make the weight underneath each part of your body balanced. So the left and the right sides feel symmetrical. You can rest your hands on your lap. And as you breathe in, stretch your spine, lift your sternum, shoulders lift up and back a little bit, shoulder blades on the back, back of neck is long. So I don't know about you all, but for me, this has been a very interesting time, a very time full of emotions that go like this, in waves. So I think it's an important time for us to be very gentle with ourselves, compassionate to ourselves. When you can't concentrate on reading, be gentle with yourself. You're not completing tasks the way you normally would. Be gentle with yourself. Tempers might fly a little bit short. Again, I invite you and suggest that you be gentle with yourself. And the more we cultivate compassion for ourselves, the more we can extend that to others who might be feeling high anxiety, fear, whatever. So let's start now with just drawing the attention inward. Close your eyes. Draw your attention inward. And gently breathe in. And gently breathe out. As you breathe in, feel your ribs expand out all around your spine. As you exhale, release the breath, release your ribs. Inhale through the nostrils if you can. Exhale through the nostrils once again. One more full deep breath in. And then a long exhalation. Before we start moving, I invite you to set an intention for your practice. Good. Nice. And gently open your eyes. Now we'll come to standing. I'll just make sure no one has joined us late, okay? So come to the front of your mat. We'll start with sun salutations. If you're going to use blocks, please place them at the front of your mat and you'll stand between the blocks. So let's take mountain pose now. Root through your feet. The feet are parallel, about 6 inches apart, maybe 4 to 7. Hands in front of your heart. Anjali Mudra. Bend your knees so you know you're not locking in your knees. And then inhale here, and as you exhale, release your hands. Inhale, take a big stretch. Look up, big stretch. Exhale, dive forward. Bend your knees. Your hands can be on blocks or the floor. Drape your torso onto your thighs so you feel your ribs connect to your thighs. And keeping that connection, look forward. Stretch your spine. Tailbone back, heart forward. Exhale and fold. Maybe your legs will be straight. Maybe the knees will be bent. Either way. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, stretch your spine. Exhale, fold, straighten the legs to the degree you can. Inhale, bend, look forward, exhale, fold. Uttanasana, and again, inhale, bend, and exhale, fold. From here, bend your knees deeply, open the arms out like an airplane. Inhale, press into your feet, rise up to standing. Exhale, release the arms. Bring the hands back in front of the heart. Inhale here as you exhale, release your hands. Inhale, fly the arms up, big stretch. Exhale, dive forward. Release the neck and head. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, fold. Once again, inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, fold. One last time. Now from here, if you're using a block, put your blocks in front of you. Take your hands to the floor and step back into plank pose. Join the inner ankles together, claw the floor. Your fingers are spread evenly. From here, lift your thighs, your hips, your navel, and the back of your head. Breathe here. Now stretch out through your heels, stretch out through the top crown of your head. Gently breathe. Now put the knees to the floor. Slowly lower chest and chin to the floor and take your arms alongside the body. Palms are up. We'll do locust one. Stretch your legs long. Press the tops of your feet down, your tailbone down. Keeping that. Inhale, lift your head. Shrug your shoulders to your ears and lift your upper chest. Your shoulder blades move in towards spine. Your navel lifts. Tailbone down. This is warming up your back. Breathe here. And then release. Take the hands to the sides of your chest. Come up into table. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Hands are pressing down and forward. Feet press down, back. Bend your knees here for a moment. Lift your heels high. Raise your sit bones high. Get more concavity in the lower lumbar spine. Then slowly stretch your thighs back, your hips back. Stretch your arms. Hands are pressing down and forward. Feet are pressing down and back. Nod your head, yes. Nod your head, no. And slowly walk forward to between your hands. Bend your knees. You can put your blocks back in place if you're using blocks. Open the arms out to the side. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Let's keep going. Inhale here as you exhale, release your hands. Inhale, now a little back bend. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, elongate your spine, look forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, once again, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale and fold. Inhale, stretch your spine, tailbone back. Heart forward. Hands are coming to the floor. Step back. Plank pose. Once again, plank. Claw the floor. Lift thighs, hips, navel, back of head. Stretch out through your heels and the top crown of your head. Breathe. Put the knees to the floor. Slowly lower chest and chin to the floor, just 2 inches. Pause. Lift your navel, tailbone down. Lower 2 more inches. Pause. And then go all the way down. Stretch your legs out, arms alongside the body. Once again, knuckles face the floor. Here, it's very important to lift your navel the whole time and tailbone down to protect your lower back. Inhale, lift your head. Shrug your shoulders to your ears. This time, from the tops of your upper arms, lift your arms. And now from the tops of your thighs, first almost lift your legs, and then actually lift your legs. Again, we're warming up the back muscles, the paraspinal muscles. Gaze down the bridge of your nose so your neck feels more comfortable. Breathe. And then release. Place hands on floor. Come back into table pose and press up, downward facing dog. Look at your hands. Make sure your index fingers are parallel. The base of the knuckle on the index finger, the big knuckle, is pressing down so there's no space between that knuckle and the floor. And stretch, hips back, thighs back. Full breath in, long breath out. Full breath in, long breath out. One more breath here. Play with it a little bit. You can bend one knee, straighten the other leg, alternate that. Walk the legs a little bit. Good, and then walk forward to the front of your mat. When you get there, return your blocks. Open the arms out to the side. Inhale, lift up, big stretch. Exhale, the hands in front of the heart. Good. Now I'd like you to step the right leg back in a warrior one stance. So the back toes are turned out about 30 degrees, front toes facing forward. Root through the inner edge of your front foot a lot. Square your hips. Now bend your front knee. Bow a little bit. Move your sit bones back and apart into that space. Tailbone draws down. Navel presses back towards spine. Lift your arms. Bend the front knee any amount where you can. From here, take your hands to the blocks. Stretch your spine long. Keep your feet rooted. And then you're going to press into your feet and rise up the upper body. Warrior one. Bend the front knee more. Press more weight into the back foot. And then take your hands to blocks or floor. And just bow here. Bow. Press into your feet. Inhale. Lift your torso. Lift your arms. And then hands in front of the heart. Step forward. Switch your feet. Left foot is back. Right foot is forward. Root the inner edges of your feet. Please bend the front knee more. And bow. Square your hips. Feels like the front of the left hip wraps more forward. Then rise the torso. Navel towards spine. Lift the arms. Virabhadrasana one. Keep pressing your navel back toward your spine to protect the lower back. Breathe here. On the next exhale, keeping your legs where they are, take your hands to the floor and bow, or to your blocks. Keep drawing the right thigh back, the left thigh forward into its own hip socket. On the next inhale, root through your feet, lift your torso and your arms, touch the ceiling, and then bow. Hands to block or floor. Bow. Strong feet, strong legs as you rise, the torso and the arms. Reach. And then step forward. Release the pose. Great. Now let's take a parallel lunge. Bend your knees. Step the right leg back. Parallel lunge. The back heel is lifted, so check out my back foot. It's lifted. Inner ankles are parallel. Hands can be on floor or blocks, as I'm using the blocks today. Inhale here, lift your back thigh, lift your hips, lift your navel. And then keeping that lift in the back leg, bend the front knee more. Stretch, look forward, stretch your thigh bones in opposite direction. You might feel a nice stretch here in the psoas area. Good, and then switch. Left leg back, right knee forward. The front knee is vertical over the front ankle. Keep that alignment. Breathe here. Keep lifting your back thigh up, lift your hips, lift your navel, and then bend the front knee more. Look forward. Tailbone back, heart forward. Just breathe here. Good. I'd like you to switch again. Right leg back. Now you're going to keep your feet rooted, place both hands on that front knee and really root down, especially that inner edge of your front foot. Lift your torso. Lift the right arm up, get nice and tall on that right side. Let's take a twist. Right hand to the outside of your left knee. You can stay here, or for more challenge, take the right elbow, hook it to the outside of your left knee, top palm pressing to the bottom palm, look above your top elbow, and you're taking a nice twist with hands in prayer. Keep opening that left knee to the back of the right elbow. Keep lifting your back thigh up, navel towards spine. Breathe here. Really good. Then take your hands to floor or blocks and take a downward facing dog. Lift your upper arms, lift your upper chest, hips back, thighs back. Breathe. Then take the right leg forward. in lunge. Good. Press onto that front knee, so really get rooted, solid, like crazy, glue your foot to the floor. Lift the torso. Lift your left arm up. Really stretch the left side of the left body. Left hand comes to the outside of your right knee. You could stay here. Or elbow hooks to the outside of that right knee. Palms press. Pick up that top elbow. Open the knee to the back of your bottom elbow. Keep lifting your back thigh up. Gently breathe. Palms press. Feel that delicious twist in your upper spine. Breathe. Little adduction going on between your legs, right? That scissoring of the inseams of the legs together to steady you. Then hands to floor or blocks. Take downward facing dog once again. So notice the quality of your breath. Allow a deep inhalation and a long exhalation. The quality of your breath will affect the quality of your mind, the state of your mind. From here, with strong hands rooting into the floor, bend your elbows. Feel how that gets the shoulder blades to come more flat on your back, then move in toward the spine. Keeping the blades on your back, re-straighten the arms, so strong arms. Now, make your left hand super, super strong. The right hand's gonna come underneath you. Hold the outside of your left calf or left thigh and look under your left armpit. And just take a little twist here in down dog. And breathe. And switch. Right hand is nice and strong on the floor. Take all the weight. 3-pointed down dog. Now your left hand is coming to the outside of the right calf or the outside of the right thigh. That right hand is pressing down and forward. Look under the right armpit. Enjoy a little twist here. Breathe, hips back, thighs back, navel lifts. Yeah, really good. Hands to the floor. Now, walk your feet back. So again, you're in a plank pose. Inner ankles of feet together. From here, as you lift your navel a lot, like try to round your back. Then lift the right foot an inch off the floor. Stretch out through that heel. Making your arms nice and strong, your core nice and strong. Alternate that. Left foot is lifting a little bit off the floor. Good. Put the knees to the floor. Tuck your toes under. Sit back and see if you can gently pull the 5th and 4th toes out. So you actually have your toes tucked under. You're sitting on your heels. Interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your chest. Reach your knuckles behind you and breathe. Now if that gets too intense on the toes, just take some weight off the toes. Come to sit up. Maybe you could even lay the toes flat and come back to sit. See how that feels? Now with your hands behind you, bend your elbows and put your wrists, your hands onto the right hip. As you're holding this pose, squeeze your elbows toward each other to feel a nice opening in the front chest. And then take the hands behind you once again, open that front chest, even more the heart area. And then bend your elbows and take your hands to the left hip. You're actively squeezing your elbows toward each other. Since we're all spending so much time on the computer, it's really nice to open the pectoral area. Breathe. Good. Release that. Come onto all fours, and I like just to do some mini push-ups. So your fingers are evenly spread and you're clawing the floor so much that the first joint actually bends. The backs of your fingernail pads are pressing. Walk your knees back so they're a little bit behind your hips. Lift your navel. Very important to keep that action. Melt between the shoulder blades a little bit. So there's like a valley between your shoulder blades. And then bend your elbows a little bit lower, chest and chin down and forward. Your elbows are hugging in toward your ribs. Chest and chin go down and forward. You could do 2 or 3 or 5. You pick what's appropriate. Good. Then go all the way down, chest and chin to floor, butts up in the air for a moment. Then slide your legs back. Let's take cobra now. Slide your wrists back toward your waist. Claw the floor. Press the tops of your feet down, tailbone down, navel lifts. Inhale, lift your head, lift your shoulders. Take a low cobra here. Gaze down the bridge of your nose, hug your legs together, and then lower down. Try that again. Really get the shoulder blades on your back. You're wide across the top chest. Really work your legs, and then lift your palms 1/4 of an inch off the floor. And gently breathe. Good. Replace hands to floor, wiggle out the hips. Now let's try coming up into cobra. Here, low cobra. Then keeping legs on the floor for now and shoulders up and back. Straighten the arms, knees and thighs are on the floor. With arms straight, melt your chest downward between the upper arms and make sure you draw those shoulders back. Shoulder blades are on your back. Now, to go a little further, navel towards spine, tailbone down. Lift your knees and thighs off the floor. Pull your hips forward. Pull your hips forward. Good, good, good. Then knees on the floor, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now this feels easy. Gently breathe. Good, good, good. And now walk your hands back to your feet. Hang over, hang over, hang over. Interlace your hands behind your back. If you can, if not, have parallel hands. Reach your knuckles toward your head. In a deep forward fold, lift the shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. If this is too intense in your hamstrings, just give yourself a break. Bend your knees. Get your lower ribs attached to your thighs. And then re-straighten the legs to the best of your ability. So good. Bend your knees, look forward, keep your hands interlaced. Lift up all the way to standing. And release. Well, I hope you're warmer now. I know I am. Let's do something for your hands and wrists. Interlace your fingers. Let's do roly-poly. So you go like this. You roll one wrist away from your torso and then the other. Your elbows are relaxed. And just work the wrist. I know mine is cracking a little bit. And then reverse the direction. Can you see what I'm doing? Now I'm pulling my wrist toward me, then away from me, toward me, and away from me. Now here's the fun part. Look at your hands. Whichever index finger and thumb is on top, note that. Then switch it. Now do roly-poly, and it'll feel weird because it's your non-dominant hand. Keeping that, just go the reverse direction. Yeah, good. All right, excellent. Now come to the right side of your mat. We're gonna do 3 poses in a row. We'll do tree pose. No, first we'll do crescent, then tree. And maybe a half moon, all right? So, stand in Tadasana, mountain pose, and let's take crescent. So what I'd like you to do is put your left hand on your hip. As you breathe in, float that shoulder up and take it back. Squeeze your elbow back behind yourself. The other arm will lift up, and you're gonna crescent to the left. Strong feet, strong legs. Breathe here. Keep pressing your navel toward your spine. Engage your quads so you feel like you're lifting your kneecaps. And stretch. Breathe. Good, good, good. And then come back. Putting all the weight on the right foot. Come into tree pose. You can either have the ball of foot on the floor, or you can lift it higher, just below the knee, or all the way up on your inner thigh with the toes pointing down. Squeeze your hips together. Let the inseam of your thigh press the sole of your foot. Your hands can be in front of the heart, or you could take them up. Root through the weight-bearing foot. Lift up any amount where you can. Breathe. Excellent. Now just for fun, lower the arms like an airplane, shoulder height. And with strong lower body, now randomly move your arms like the wind blowing through the branches of a tree, and see how steady you can stay in that bottom rooted foot. Yeah, so good. And release and shake it out. From here now, turn your left foot out to the left. All right, let's try a half moon pose. Now for me, I know I need a block, so I'm gonna grab a block and put it about 8 inches in front of my left foot and to the outside of my left pinky toe. So go ahead now and make sure your front foot, your left foot, is pointing straight forward. Bend that front knee. And start to bow. You can put your hand on floor or block. Hop your back foot a little bit closer in. Right here, before you lift the back leg up, I want you to get a sense that you're rooted and you revolve the torso open. Revolve it open. Adjust your block if you feel like you need it to be a little further away. Now, shift your weight to the front foot. Your eyes can look down to the floor. That's the easiest for your neck. Straighten bottom leg, lift top leg. Navel towards spine. Tailbone toward pubic bone. Back foot is flexed. Inner edge of back foot parallel to the floor. If you can, lift your top arm up and breathe. Good. Navel towards spine. Tailbone toward pubic bone. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. This is half moon pose. And then hand to hip. Touch your back foot down. Come back up to standing. Bring your feet together. All right, well done. Switch your block to the other side and go to the left side of your mat now. So we're going to do those same 3 poses. First, crescent with right hand on right hip. As you breathe in, use side body long. So from your hip to your armpit, get nice and tall. Shrug that shoulder up, take it back. Squeeze that elbow back toward your spine. Okay? Yeah. And then the left arm lifts up. Strong feet, strong legs. You can bring them together, squeeze them together actually. And then crescent toward the right. Turn your body to the left a little bit. Navel towards spine. Engage your quads so it feels like you're lifting your kneecaps up. Find the breath in this shape. So whatever the challenge of the pose is, we want to find the breath. So we get used to that. We get used to like, okay, I'm in a stressful situation, but I'm still breathing in a regular, steady fashion. And then inhale, come up. Ah, so good. Now, tree pose. All the weight's on the left foot. Right foot is either pressing, ball of foot into floor with heel or an ankle, or you can lift it up to your inner calf or all the way up on your inner thigh. You pick. I'm going to stay rooted on the floor for this side. Hands in front of the heart. Hug your hips together. So you're not collapsed like this in one hip. You're hugging. So you're balanced and rooted. Lift your elbows, lift your arms. You can stay here a moment, root down. The more you root down, the more you can rise the upper body. Gently breathe. Relax the shoulders, even though you're stretching your arms up. Navel towards spine, that's going to help keep your core engaged. And now lower your arms, shoulder height, and staying strong through the roots. Play with your arms, let the wind blow in random fashion. You can have a lot of fun with this. Even try to surprise yourself, like where your arms are going, and really feel the roots through your feet, through your legs. And then release the tree. And take a breath and breathe. Good. Now open the right foot to the right. Point the right toes 90 degrees to the back of your mat. Have your block ready. If you're using a block, we're going to go into half moon Ardha Chandrasana. So inhale here, and as you exhale, bend the front knee. Lower your hand to block or floor. It's going to be about 8 inches in front of your right pinky toe, a little off to the right. Shift your weight to the front foot, so you hop your back foot a little bit closer. Now right here, try to get a sense of revolving the torso open. Lower right belly sweeps up to the upper left belly. Don't let the toes turn in. Don't let the knee turn in. Shift all your weight. Root, lift the back leg up. Let it be hip level. Foot is flexed. You can look down to the floor. That's the easiest position for your gaze. Maybe lift the top arm up. Breathe. Try to tap the top of your bottom thigh, the right thigh, off to the right. Tailbone toward pubic bone. Navel towards spine to give you more power and more strength. Notice right away which side is more challenging. And stretch everything. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Breathe. And then touch down. And come back up to standing. Oh yeah, parallel the feet. Actually bring them in together first just to release any tension you may have created. And now wide leg standing forward fold. Parallel the feet. Right from here, like as if you had hinges, right from where your thighs go into your hip sockets. I want you to bow. So you're not bowing from the back of your waist, just right here. Bow, 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 bow. Hands to floor. Release your neck. Release your head. Ah, take a sigh. So, you know, we're all working on the computer so much, you might start to have neck and shoulder issues. So this is really nice to release the head, the weight of your head, it's like 12 pounds. It creates a traction to actually stretch your spine out. So try this now. Put your fingertips on the floor. They're outer shoulder width apart. Make little tents. And as you release your spine, bend your elbows out to the left and right. They're bending. And first, I want you to just draw your shoulder blades in toward the spine. And so there's some engagement in your upper back, and then release deeper. Now for contrast, just let everything hang out. Just shake everything out. So you're just releasing, 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 and then engage. Fingers pressed. Retract your shoulder blades onto your back so you feel an engagement of the rhomboids. Keeping that retraction. Release your spine more, release your neck and head more. Fan your elbows a little bit forward. And just be here. Bend one knee. Lean into that bent knee hip. Alternate that. Side to side. Bend one knee. Lean to that side. Bend the other. Good. Now, walk your hands between your feet behind you. They're going to go underneath you. Grab the floor, grab the mat, and pull your torso even deeper through the feet. Good, good, good. Feel like all your thoughts just fall out onto the floor for now. Just for now. Release, release, release. Toe heel, toe heel, toe heel, toe heel, toe heel, toe heel. Come together. Bend your knees. Press on your knees. Lift your chin. And come up to standing. Good. All right, what did I want to do next? I want to remember. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go to the floor. And let's do something for your abs. For my abs, your abs. Okay. So you're here. I want you to take Dandasana. Staff pose, stick pose. You can even pull the fleshy part behind you and out to the sides. Make it easier to sit. Flex your feet. Flare the toes. Kind of feels good to sit on the floor now, doesn't it? Good, good. And breathe here. Lift your sternum. All right, now, from here, interlace your hands behind your skull. Your thumbs are at the base of the skull. Elbows come in. So first action is to stretch your spine nice and long, nice and tall. Lift your heart, lift your sternum. Bring your elbows in a little bit toward your nose. Now from here, keeping that length in your spine, go ahead and a little bit lean back. You're gonna round a little bit. Now point your feet and navel towards spine. Lift your legs a little bit. Then lower the feet to the floor and sit up straight. Stretch your spine. Again, it's like this lengthening action, okay? Your thumbs are at the base of your skull, pulling the skull upwards, and then lean back a little bit. Point the feet. Navel towards spine to give you that strength and power. Lift your legs with pointed feet. Oh yeah, lower down the feet. And then rock forward to the front of your sit bones so you can stretch your spine nice and tall. Maybe try one or two more. First, stretch the spine, lean back, point the feet, lift your legs, lower the legs, sit up tall, flex your feet, lean back, point the feet, lift your legs, lower your legs, and release those arms. Oh, that feels so good. Do you feel your quads really working? Mine are like burning. Bend your knees, come back. Let's do bridge together. Okay, so your feet are outer hip width apart. You can touch your heels. Take a breath. Just enjoy the floor for a moment. Yeah, good. Return to a deep, full inhalation and a long exhalation. Good. So press feet. Press your shoulders. Press the back of your head. Your eyes will look above your eyebrows. And now lift your hips. Interlace your hands under yourself. Wriggle your upper arms underneath you. Shrug your shoulders toward your ears. Lift your hips. Thighs are parallel, knees are parallel. Lift your upper spine to the heart area. Lift up. Good. Now, from here, this is a little fun thing. Walk the feet all the way to the left, to the long edge of your mat. And then walk your feet all the way to the right. And then come back to center. And lower down. Release the arms. And breathe. Good, now let's do this one. Bend your elbows. They're right by your ribs. Your feet are on the outside of your hips. Feet press, elbows press, back of head presses. Lift your hips. Now, from here, just touch. I like to touch the front pelvic points with my fingers. So I want them to stay level. This gives me an idea, an understanding of where they are. Lift the right leg up. Point through the toes. And I want you to lift up and lower down the hips. Lift up, lower down. But keep both sides of your hips level. So as you lift the hips, you point the toes to the ceiling and they're level. The hips are level up and down. And switch. Elbows press, feet press. Lift your left leg, point through the foot. Lift up, lower down. Lift up, lower down. Try to get a sense that your hips stay level. Do that a couple times and release. Take a moment to breathe. Good. Now, reclining twist. Take a block and you're going to put this, the wide face of it between your lower legs. Feet are flexed. Thighs are in a 90-degree relationship to your torso. So from here, bring your arms into cactus. So right angles at the elbows. Feet are flexed, toes are flared. Squeeze the block a little bit. Adduction. When you exhale, take the legs over to the right about a third of the way. And come back to center. Other side, third of the way. And come back to center. Now go halfway down. As you go down, arch the lower lumbar spine. Stick your sit bones out behind you. Come back. Please go to the other side, halfway down. Arch your lower lumbar spine, feel flex. You're squeezing the block lightly just to hold it in place. Now 3/4 of the way. You might hear a little cracking along the way. That's okay. Be gentle with yourself. If anything feels like too much, just rest. right? Promise me you'll do that. Inhale, arch, lower down 3/4 of the way. I'm arching my lower lumbar spine. I'm sticking my sit bones out, the bony bones in the butt. And release. Now, see if you can go all the way to the floor. If that's too much, of course, don't do it. If your knees can come all the way to the floor, look up to the ceiling with your eyes, and now stretch your left arm away from the knees. You'll feel a stretch in the pectoral area. Splay those left fingers and reach that left hand away from your knees, more to the left. Keep arching the lower lumbar spine. Keep breathing. Can you feel how the breath is going right here into the intercostal muscles? That's good. That's really good. Good. Now to come back, you can help your knees back up with your hand or mat, and you can go to the other side. Stretch the right arm out away from your knees. Splay your fingers. As you breathe in, arch the lower lumbar spine. Flex your feet, flare the toes. As you exhale, invite that opposite shoulder to get heavy, to release, relax. Your eyes can look up to the ceiling. Inhale, big breath in. Expand right into the intercostal muscles here. Find any pockets of tension, and with every exhale, gently release. So good. Come back. Release the block. And now holding on to your shins, rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, or just come up to sitting any way that feels appropriate to you. All right, let's do now Janu Shirshasana. So I'll turn and face you so you can see me better. Take your right leg, let it be straight. Left leg will bend. And you have options here. Classically, you pull the heel all the way up to the thigh, the top of the thigh. If that's too much for you, you can modify the foot can be lower or lower, wherever you need it to be. Now, if this bent knee is way up in the air, you could always put a block underneath it. I also want to give you the option of using a strap here, but we'll try it first without the strap. So hands behind you, lengthening your spine, flex the straight leg foot. And then square yourself over your straight leg. So your hands now on either side of the straight leg. Please lengthen in your spine. And then start to bow. You walk your hands toward the foot. Maybe you'll be able to hold on to your foot. If this is really hard, that's where you could use a strap. Okay, so don't be shy. Just use your strap when you need it. Lengthen in your spine and gently bow. Try to keep your shoulder blades on your back. And you're engaging the straight leg thigh. You're pressing the back of that leg to the floor. It feels like you're pulling your kneecap up. And try now to get a sense that both sides of your torso are evenly distanced away from the floor. So you might want to lift the right ribs up a little bit and lower the left ribs down a little bit. Keep stretching your spine nice and long as you inhale, and then as you exhale, maybe fold a little deeper. Now some of you might like to take your left hand and hold the outer edge of your right foot, and then take the right hand to the outside of that leg like a little ballast, like a kickstand. So you would lengthen in your spine and fold over, but then also take it into a little bit of a twist. I like to press the hand that's on the floor down and forward to help me twist a little bit more. Engage your quad, keep pressing the back of your straight leg down to the floor. Good, and slowly release that. Ooh, yeah. Okay, let's switch. Now your left leg is straight, right leg is bent. Now, you might notice huge differences on both sides. At least I do, because I still have a torn hip labrum on this side. So you'll notice this knee is way, I can't take it. If I take my heel all the way up, look how high my knee is. So I'm going to modify that. I'm going to take my foot way down by my ankle. I'm going to put a block underneath my thigh. Hands behind your back, stretch your spine. That's good. Get that lower lumbar area drawing in and up. Then move your hands forward. And again, the option is to use a strap if you like. You can have your strap like this. Pull on the strap and then bow like that. Or without the strap, your hands are on either side of your straight leg. Lengthening your spine as you walk your hands toward the foot. And you gently bow, bow, bow. Maybe hold on to the foot. Release your neck, release your torso. Full breath in, long breath out. And be very gentle with yourself. So you might notice your hamstrings are tight, or your back feels tight, your shoulders. Just be super gentle. Be curious about what the poses will feel like today. Every day can feel a little bit different. And now if you want to take it into that twist that I modeled before, your right hand holds the outside of the left foot. Your left hand is coming out to the side like a little kickstand. Lengthening your spine, fold over the straight leg, and then use that left hand to push down and forward. Help you twist your torso a little bit to the left. So it's a forward bend and a twist. Be super gentle here. Never go to pain in yoga. Good, and release. Nice. Really good. Shake your legs out. Let's do reverse table now. Bend your knees. Your fingers are pointing to the long edges of your mat. Your feet are bent. So first, root the feet, then press your hands. And as you press your hands, lift your chest and take the shoulders up and back. So look at the front of my shoulders. Don't let them go this way. Don't round them forward. Lift them up and back, okay? Whole time, up and back with the shoulders, the fronts of your shoulders, and your shoulder blades are on your back. And when you lift your hips now, do not throw your head back. So you're going to lift your hips, look at your knees, root your feet, root your hands, lift your hips any amount more you can. If you have zero neck issues, only then lengthen your neck. Look up to the ceiling. Good. And then sit down. Roll out your wrists again. Take care of those wrists. Now do straight leg version of that Purvattanasana. Fingers are pointing to the long edge of your mat. It starts the same way. You inhale, lift your chest, lift the fronts of your shoulders up and back. Shoulder blades are on your back, those scapula supporting your back. Inhale, scoot your feet out a little bit and lift your hips. Look at your toes, press the tops of your feet down. More. Lift your hips any amount more. Gaze at your toes, or if you have zero neck pain, look to the ceiling. And then release. Roll the wrists out. Once again. Good. Nice. Good. All right, let's do Bharadvajasana. Seated twist. So take both your legs and swing them off to the right and let the top of your right ankle rest in the arch of your left foot. I'll say that again. The top of the right ankle rests in the arch of the left foot, okay? You're leaning on your left hand. The right hand is coming to the outside of your left knee. You can even palm facing out, fingers underneath that knee. Lengthening your spine. Breathe in. Breathe in, breathe in. Look over the right shoulder. And now turn your neck and head. You might need to walk the back hand back a little bit, the left hand back. And you're going to look over your left shoulder. And breathe here. And keeping your body where it is, once again, look over the right shoulder. This can feel very dramatic. And breathe. Good, and then release your hands. Switch your legs. You're going to hug your legs in across yourself. And then switch to the other side. So now the legs are to the left. The front of your left ankle is sitting in the arch of your right foot. Lean on your right hand. Left hand comes with the palm out underneath. Your fingers slip them underneath the right knee. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Look over your left shoulder. Just feel that for a moment and try to get the fronts of each of your shoulders moving up and back. Yeah, good. And now keeping your torso, everything where it is, just turn your neck and head to look over the other shoulder, the right shoulder. As you breathe in, stretch your spine long. As you exhale, a little twist. Deepen the twist a little bit. Keeping your torso, everything where it is, now just return the neck and head, looking to the left. You're looking over your left shoulder. Again, this will feel very dramatic. Continue to lift the shoulders up and back. So you feel really wide across your top chest. And breathe here. Dramatic feeling to this pose. Good, and release. Bring your legs back to center. Now take Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together. If you have any hip issues, you could put blocks underneath your thighs. Soles of feet together. Try to press the 4 points of your feet into each other. Base of big toe, inner heel, base of pinky toe, outer heel. Hold on to your ankles and lift your sternum, stretch your spine. Yeah, get the length going, and then start to bow. So you take your elbows in front of your shins and bow. So this is a really nice stretch for your back body. Release the neck, release the head. Good, then slowly come up. And let's wind down with the Supta Padangusthasana belt series. All right. So come to lay down on your back. A lovely moment. Take your strap. Please put it around the right foot. Extend the right leg straight up in the air. So I want your arms fully straight. So inch up on the strap. Now, if you have tight hamstrings, the leg does not have to be in a right angle to your torso. You could lower it into an obtuse angle. So that's fine. Pull on the strap. Pull the leg a little bit toward your face. But then the action of the leg is to press away from your face. Bottom leg can be straight. Both feet are flexed, toes are flared. The action is you're engaging your quad, both quads actually are pressing to the backs of your respective legs. So this leg in the air presses away from your face. The leg on the floor is pressing down to the floor. Puff your chest, shoulders back, breathe here. Now, both straps in the right hand, open the leg to the right. Gravity will take that leg toward the floor. I want you to resist. So adduct the leg a little bit. The inseam of the leg is scissoring up, even as gravity is pulling the leg down. Scissor up. Stretch your leg bones. Good. Come back. Cross over your midline. Do a self-assist. The right hand can make like a little C shape like that. Like a claw. Put your thumb at the top of your right thigh, and the 4 fingers are on the outside. press the outer edge of your top right thigh away from your face and a little to the right. You're crossing that top leg across your midline, an imaginary line drawn down the center of your body. This is iliotibial band stretch. It's a really nice stretch for the IT band. Keep the bottom leg engaged, foot is flexed, thighs are engaged, good, nice. And now do half happy baby. So you can use the strap, the knee is bending toward the right armpit, pull down with the arms, press up with the legs. If that's easy for you, get rid of the strap, hold the outer edge of your foot with elbow inside knee, pull down with the arm, press up with the leg energy, good. Then release that. Lay the legs on the floor. Compare your hips. Compare your legs. Breathe. Good. Let's balance you out. Let's do the other side. So please bend your left leg. Put the strap around the ball of the foot. Arms are straight. Press the leg away from your face. And then the bottom leg is pressing downward. Toes are pointing straight up to the ceiling on that right leg. Shoulders back, chest puffed. Engage your quads. And breathe. If it's intense on your hamstrings, remember you can lower the leg. So go to a place where you feel a good stretch, but not too much, because you don't want to freak out the hamstrings. That would be counterproductive. Now open to the left. Gravity's taking that foot down. You want to resist. So adduct the leg, a little with that scissoring action. Even though the leg is going toward the floor, you resist with the strength of your leg. Lift it up a little bit. Good. Now cross over your midline and do that self-assist. Make a C shape with your left hand. The thumb is at the top of your left thigh. Press it away from your face. The top left corner of your left thigh presses away from your face and to the left. This is iliotibial band stretch. You'll feel it on the outer edge of your left leg. And then come back and do half happy baby, either with a strap, left knee is toward left armpit, arms pull down, leg presses up. Or you don't need the strap. Just hold the outer edge of your left foot, elbow inside of knee. Stretch the bottom leg straight and strong. Pull down with the arms, press up with your legs. Breathe and release. Actually, let's do full happy baby to end. Grab hold of both feet, your hips lift. Elbows inside knees. Pull down with your arms. Press up with your legs. Good, good, good. Nice. Okay, now let's do a meditation together. So roll to your side and come on up to sitting. While you make yourself comfortable, I just want to check something on the computer here. And we're just in time for meditation now. So feel free to sit on a block. I like to put it this way, and then sit with my shins parallel, my knees parallel. Feel free to sit cross-legged if you like. Whatever is comfortable for you. So we'll begin by just bringing awareness into the way that you're sitting. Whatever part of your body is touching the floor, release. Get more rooted, more grounded. Draw the lower lumbar spine in and up. It feels like you rock a little bit to the fronts of your sit bones. And as you breathe in, stretch your spine, lift your sternum, lift your shoulders up, take them back a little bit. Shoulder blades move in towards spine. Back of neck is long. Now either close your eyes all the way or 3/4 of the way and gaze at a point in front of you. So today we've been talking a lot about finding compassion for yourself in terms of whatever emotions arise for you during this challenging time, whatever challenges arise. And the more we can cultivate that compassion for ourselves, the more we can have it available for others. So let's use a Sanskrit mantra today that is all about compassion, cultivating this beautiful quality. We'll repeat that. And we'll repeat it for 5 minutes. Let's do a 5-minute meditation together. The words are Om Karuna Namaha. Om Karuna Namaha. Om Karuna Namaha. So be willing to, no matter what arises in your field of awareness, anything, sounds, worries, planning, noises, hunger, boredom, whatever arises, restlessness, be willing to come back again and again to this repetition of the mantra, Om Karuna Namaha. Let's do this together for 5 minutes. I'll ring a bell to start, and I'll ring a bell when our 5 minutes is up, and we'll follow that with deep rest, Shavasana. Om Karuna Namaha. Om Karuna Namaha. Om Karuna Namaha. Om Karuna Namaha. Continue for another 2 minutes. Om Karuna Namaha. And see if you can even allow just a hint of a smile to form on your lips. Now please gently release that mantra practice. Open the eyes. Start to move your body, any part that needs to move. And please now take a few moments for yourself of formal rest, the pose of repose, Shavasana. Come to lie down on your mat. You can put a blanket on, a sweatshirt, socks. Shavasana is actually a formal pose. So your feet are outer hip width apart. Your arms are alongside the body, palms up. Draw the shoulder blades in towards spine, gently release them out again so they're more flat on your back. Lift the back of your head a little bit, lengthen the neck, and then return the back of the head to the floor. Turn your head left and right a few times just to find the perfect point of balance for your head. I like to press into my heels and lift my hips a tiny bit and reach the tailbone toward the feet to lengthen the lower back. Now, once you find your comfortable place, commit to stillness. I'll ring a chime once again when you're done. Now enjoy a full breath in and a long breath out. And slowly start to move fingers and toes. Bend your knees, roll over to one side and bring yourself back up to sitting. So thank you all so much for coming to practice today. Really nice to connect with all of you, to see you all. With hands in front of the heart, palms pressing, fingers spread, thumbs pressing right into the sternum. This is Anjali Mudra. We can finish with another Sanskrit word, Namaste, which means the light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.